Hey, it's Bobby here from SeeYouOnTheTop.com. I wanted to share something with you that I know is just it's cool because the other yesterday afternoon, me and my wife were out. We were riding around. Actually, it was in the morning. It wasn't even the afternoon. It was like 10 o'clock, 10:30 ish. We got up. Let's go. She wanted to go to a store downtown, so we drove to the store. We went there with my sister a couple years back, and we're like, let's go check out the store. So we're driving around. We go by, and that store is closed. They've already closed. I'm like, oh my gosh, went out of business closed, not like closed for the day. Like, wow, dude, that's crazy. Business just didn't make it. So and I'm thinking, well, we're driving. Well, she said, well, there's a couple other places I want to go, so go over here. So we were driving around town, and we see a store that's not the right store. We're like, well, let's go check this place out, right? And as we're checking it out, we're looking around. We're like, okay, it's got some nice stuff in the store. We're like, hey, it looks like they're having some kind of something going on in the back of the store. And someone said, oh yeah, they're having an auction back there. I'm like, an auction? That's great. Like, hey, $4 or six to six to eight, that kind of thing going on. So I'm thinking, maybe we'll check it out. Well, we looked around the store, then I said, well, let's walk back here and see what's going on. Check it out. Don't hurt to look, right? So we go back there. I mean, it's in the back of the store, but it's actually the back side of the store is more downtown where there's roads running past it, right? So we get back there and there's like stuff everywhere, right? And there's people bidding on things, and we're like, looking through stuff. I'm like, this, and there was some nice stuff back there. There was some, antique furniture, antique desks from like the 1800s, 1700s, stuff from, really fine china, nice crystal, all kinds of chairs and rugs. And I'm like, wow. So we're looking through this stuff, and we're like, we see some stuff that we know. Spit on this, okay, whatever. So we bid on a few things, and then we won our first item. We got our like bam! It's like, hey, we won that item. They called out our name and said, hey, so and so just bought that item. Yeah, you know how it feels to win something? It's like, I won the prize. Now you had to pay for the prize, but you still won. You're like, yeah, that's mine. Hands off. It belongs to me now. Real cocky. But hey, you get knocked back down when you get too cocky. So be careful. But anyway, so I'm like, so we got some other items, and we ended up like finding some really really good stuff. We didn't spend. We got it for like you know good prices. I mean, it was like, dude, I even bid on a chair, 1810 chair from 1810. Okay, right? So like a few years before I was born, it was made. A couple years before I was born. Maybe you weren't around back then, but I think my mom was probably here then. Sorry, mom, I'm just picking anyway. But my sisters were probably they were here then in 1810. Anyway, so I'm like, someone said, "Hey man, you want to start the bidding?" I'm like, "No, I ain't bidding. Who wants a chair from 1810? Or who wants this chair?" And then someone said, "Hey, that chair is like an 1810 chair." I'm like, 1810, like the year 1810? Yeah. So I started the bidding, and we went around a little ways, and a couple of people going back and forth. I ended up winning the 1810 chair, man. It was great. You know, how does it? How would it feel to be able to sit in a chair? Maybe someone important, maybe George Washington's grandson, or maybe you know son. Anyway, somebody important could have sat in that chair. Someone that maybe signed the Declaration of Independence. Maybe one of the people that fought in the Revolutionary War sat in that chair. You know what I'm saying? Evidently, people had to sit in the chair. So like I said, I'm excited. We had a great time today. We went from there. We had a really good lunch. Went back home and just enjoyed looking through the stuff that we got. It was great. Um, one last thing I got to tell you about this. I'll show it to you later. I don't have it with me right now because it's I'm not sure where it's at. My wife, I was wrapping up some stuff, right? Because she buying the girl was winning bids like crazy, right? So I'm over there wrapping up some stuff, putting stuff away, and she walks over and puts this little crystal like cup or like a tea cup or tea glass or however down in front of me. I'm thinking, what? And it's got my name on it. Robert. Call me Bobby, but my name's Robert, right? And it's got Robert all across the front of it, and then it's got a little fish. So it's got a fish and my name on it, and my wife won it at at an auction. Is that cool or what? You know what I'm saying? Because I love to fish, and my name's Robert. What's going on with that? And what's crazy is someone thought they were going to outbid her on that thing. And she didn't have to pay a bunch for it. It was cool. She got it for me at a decent price. I mean, I'd have probably paid more because it had my name on it. It was pretty cool. But you know, it's crazy how when you're doing things right, and when you're putting yourself in the right situation, and you're being creative, and you're just letting your mind just take you where it's supposed to be, where you're supposed to be, where you're being led where you're supposed to be, even though you went to go somewhere else and that was closed, so it just sort of it led you to where you were supposed to be, right? Like where we were supposed to be today or yesterday. Now we were there, right? And we walked into a perfect situation. See, tonight or this morning, it's still nighttime. This morning, you are in the right situation. You're in the right time. When you see this video, this is your day. All you need to do is click the link at the bottom of this video. It's letter. It's seeyouonthetop.com. Click that link, right? And when you click that link, go and enter your best email address. Watch the video and get started in the business I'm doing now. You can get started for $25. Get started today. You know, there's a reason, like myself, there's a reason that we found that auction and we found all those things at that auction. And we found, like I said, there was a cup, a teacup, with my name and a fish on it. That's just, hey, I was in the right place at the right time. You are in the right place at the right time. This is where you need to be. This is a place where you can make 2015 your best year ever. If you're interested in taking this and just becoming what you're supposed to be, not what you're having to be. I look forward to helping you. I look forward to working with you. I'm going to be there to lead you in the right direction. Like I said, my name is Bobby. Go ahead and click that link and get started today for $25. I'll talk to you on the other side. Bye bye.